Well, for many comic book fans, DC's Kingdom Come might be the greatest comic book story ever. Mark Waid and Alex Ross's 1996 miniseries brought to life a version of the DC Universe never seen, and many of us, myself included, have been waiting for this to come to life for years. And it almost did. Recently. Let's take a couple minutes to talk about the Warner Brothers animation Kingdom Come project and what happened to it and how that's a big clue on where James Gunn might actually be going. Well, for many years, fans of DC Comics have really wanted an animated version of Mark Waid's and Alex Ross's Kingdom Come. And it turns out we got really close to that happening until some of the recent corporate changes at Warner Brothers Discovery. Now recently, one of the producers from Justice League Warworld was speaking with Screen Rant, and he was just flat out asked why there hasn't ever been an animated Kingdom Come movie, at which he gave a rather elusive answer. In the interview, he actually said, "Well, we'll put it in the hopper." Now, Craig really didn't offer a lot there, just kind of a dismissive comment, but then executive producer Butch Lekic answered with a little more detail and gave us a very interesting response that might have given us a peek into the future of the DCU. In the interview, he said, "We originally talked about Kingdom Come after this, but changing regimes, we couldn't go forward with anything like that. They might incorporate it into the future with the new world, but that was one that we talked about as an obvious possibility to continue. I think adapting the graphic novels, there's too much in there, whereas if you take two of the miniseries stuff, you can make a better story." Now, based on this comment and changing regimes, it seems to me something happened behind the scenes which caused development of a potential Kingdom Come project to come to a halt. Now, as many of you know, recently James Gunn and Peter Safran spun up DC Studios inside Warner Brothers Discovery, and they are basically rebooting the whole DCU timeline into a new, more cohesive world that Gunn is developing. Now, we have all the entries into Chapter 1, and it's clear he's leading to some big events, kind of modeling it on how Marvel has done it in the past. And there's a lot of speculation on where he's going, and one of his destinations could very well be Kingdom Come. Kingdom Come on the big screen would be something absolutely incredible. It might even require a full-on trilogy to manifest. But I could see DC looking into this in the future as it's one of the most seminal events in the comics ever, and honestly a massive fan favorite over more than 20 years. The comic never gets old, and the stylized version of this futuristic DC universe would be something I think fans would respond to. Now, there is some other reasons to think that Gunn might be thinking about Kingdom Come, because way back in November of 2022, when he was first appointed the CEO of DC Studios, he dropped a tweet that had everybody talking then. Check that out. And that's right from the very beginning, Gunn has pointed to the possibilities of Kingdom Come being something we could be seeing. Now, as he's announced characters for this universe, I have noticed many of these characters are indeed ones that he mentioned casually in these early tweets and then never kind of circled back to it until we got an announcement. The first one that comes to my mind is Mr. Terrific, who he teased early on, we heard nothing about for months, and then all of a sudden he was cast in Superman Legacy. I really do wonder at this point if the new regime kiboshed the animated studio doing Kingdom Come. Well, there was a reason for it, and I think James Gunn has this classic Alex Ross and Mark Waid story in his sights for the future of the DCU. Quite honestly, I would rather see a live-action version of Kingdom Come than an animated adaptation. Actually, DC Animated Universe veteran Bruce Timm actually talked about this quite a lot, suggesting that Kingdom Come would be more or less impossible to bring to life in animation. The main thing he even said in an interview that the main thing people remember from Kingdom Come, beyond the story, is the look, and Alex Ross doing all these photorealistic superheroes. So if they did it in animation, it wouldn't come out like that. And he even said there's not enough money on the planet to make it look that good. This would have people automatically super disappointed in the end product, and even went on to joke how bad the Amazon reviews would be. Literally saying 1 star doesn't look like Alex Ross. Now, whether Kingdom Come eventually comes to life in animation or in live action, we're going to have to wait and see. But the fact that it's being discussed behind the scenes and James Gunn has had some direct input on its future, as well as tweeting about it, I think fans of the comics should be super optimistic because we might have some good stuff coming our way. But we're going to have to wait and see.